Time now for our international press review. Philip Crowther is the man in the know. Where are you starting, sir?
Good morning, Mark. Let's start with Guantanamo Bay, with a discussion throughout Europe, in fact. Now, US President Barack Obama has already announced that he wants to close Guantanamo Bay prison camp. He wants 60 to 80 prisoners to be transferred to other prisons in other countries, mainly inside the European Union. Now, European Union countries aren't exactly sure what to do with these prisoners and whether they in fact want them. European politicians in the past have often criticised Guantanamo Bay prison camp. Well, now, you know, they don't know exactly what to do. One example is the front page of Die Presse. That's an Austrian daily newspaper. They try to explain why Europe isn't so sure about this now. There's a big debate in Austria. Other countries have agreed on principle to accept inmates from Guantanamo Bay in their own national prisons. That would be Switzerland, for example. France as well, Spain as well agree on principle. But there's a debate raging in Austria, and not only in Austria, in Italy as well. But we'll have a look at a caricature first from Die Presse, from this Austrian daily newspaper. It's this one here of three monkeys. Underneath there's a text that says, and it might summarise Europe's attitude to Guantanamo Bay prison camp. It says, they won't see, they won't listen, and they won't say anything on the subject.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. One's kind of asking why Barack Obama wants to send the prisoners to Europe and not keep them in the USA, but never mind, I suppose he's got his reasons. What's next?
Well, maybe it is because the European Union has criticised the prison camp in the past.
One of these countries... suggesting it's Obama's revenge. No.
I wouldn't say.
Go on.
Well, another country where this is a debate is in Italy. We've got the example of the Corriere della Sera. That's a daily Italian newspaper. They ask pretty much the same question. Who should take these prisoners? It's the same debate in Italy. Should we or should we not get prisoners transferred to our country? Maybe it's simply a case of not in my backyard in Europe.
Indeed, the NIMBY factor coming in again. Okay, staying in Europe, the Icelandic government's demise.
Yes, it's the first...
This is spectacular, isn't it, really?
Absolutely, and it's the very first government in Europe or in the world to fall, if you want, as a direct result of this financial crisis. We've got an article here from USA Today. This is by Ken Delanian. He asks the question, is the fall of the Icelandic government maybe only the tip of the iceberg? Now, he suggests that this could happen in other countries as well, throughout Europe. Now, he makes a relatively complicated suggestion that protests in Latvia could go the same way. Last week we had protesters marching towards the Parliament building in Latvia, and he makes this association with other countries as well. There's Bulgaria as one example, Lithuania and Greece as well.
So something that is not being affected by the recession, it seems, is fashion. Paris Fashion Week, of course, is happening.
Paris Fashion Week is here, I'm sure you know, and the papers are loving it. In France, in the UK as well. We'll start straight away with The Guardian with the wonderful title, Some Like It Haute. Now, their question is, will this recession that we've already talked about, will it have an influence on high-end fashion? Now, they don't think so. They think high-end fashion is recession-proof. They've got the example of the British designer John Galliano and his show in Paris last night. Exactly the same show is covered by the Figaro. That's the French conservative daily newspaper. Here we have it. That's the show from John Galliano last night. They say it was influenced by Dior.
The girl with the thinnest waist in the world.
There you go. That's the Figaro this morning. The Libération, also another French daily newspaper, they've got a two-page spread, especially for us, Mark. It's on men's fashion.
Men's fashion.
2 pages entirely dedicated to men's fashion. Well, they say it's the end of bling-bling culture in high-end fashion and the start of military chic.
Get out that combat jacket. Tell us about Chelsea Davy. Now, this is Prince Harry's girlfriend, or not?
Prince Harry's former girlfriend. Now, why do we all know this? Seemingly because she changed her Facebook relationship status. That's how the press found out that she'd split up with Prince Harry, the third in line to the British throne. Now, what's all this?
How does Facebook work? Because I don't have a page on Facebook, so tell us how it works.
Well, relationship status means you've got 3 choices. You can either be in a relationship, you can be single, or you can have this very strange definition of it's complicated. Now, she changed her relationship status, and now the world knows.
Okay. So if you want to know, obviously you know where to go. You're watching France 24. Stay with us.
For all the day's financial news, join GDF Suez for Business Report.